Hello, my name is Matt. This is another development update video for the Eldritch Zookeeper, a game where you run a cursed zoo. And it's been a busy few months. A few weeks ago I published the first trailer, the very first trailer for the game. If you haven't seen that, do go watch it. And if you already have seen it, you know what, it's worth watching again just for the music. When preparing to release a trailer, there's loads of little bits of polish that get thrown into that build that's being recorded. But one of the biggest additions to the build is the winter version of the trees, the trees with snow on them. Now this bit doesn't show up in the trailer, but there still needed to be some way to transition between non-snowy trees and snowy trees. The first snow of the winter is when snow gradually builds on the ground. You know, that's been in the game for a while, but rather than having all of the tree textures pop very suddenly to a snowy alternative, and that would be a bit sudden and rather jarring for the player, I think, I've added this rotating effect. Since the trailer, I've been hard at work on some big quality of life improvements that just make the game much better to play. So before, right, this is what it was like before. Picking up crates, moving them around the zoo was rather, you know, a bit annoying, a bit of a hassle. Throwing them over fences was tricky. Carrying them would slow the zookeeper down, and because they were physically simulated, they can be dropped if the visitors got in the way. And I'm sure if you go back, you look at some earlier development videos I did when I added this, I was probably pretty happy with it. But what became apparent as development went on and zoos got bigger and busier, just became a bit annoying to play. So I've essentially replaced this holding system with a somewhat more magical one. In the story of the game, the poor zookeeper is cursed, right? Cursed to run the zoo. But like in the best Faustian stories, the curse grants powers. You know, ultimately it's still a curse. But anyway, that's why the zookeeper can now use his magical curse abilities and make the crates fly around. So there's no more throwing, there's no more slowing down. It makes the game much less frustrating to play when the zoo is large or busy. Or both, I suppose. The zookeeper has to put up with new monsters coming through the portal, and something I've been thinking about for a while is how to present that information to the player. You know, what monster is coming through the portal next that they have to take care of. And then I realised, well, the portal scepter itself would know which monster is coming next, so that is where the new UI is placed. So there are some new additions to the game. The biggest, most exciting news, I haven't really talked about it in a development video yet, is that the game now has a coming soon page on Steam. It's exciting. Click the link in the description to go there. Add it to your wish list. I just don't think there's a better way to not forget that the Eldritch Zookeeper exists. So definitely do that. And as usual, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Talk to you next time.